as somebody who's embraced their social awkwardness, this is, I said this about film last week, it's like Very British Problems has come to life and put itself into a film. So what was the genesis of this idea?
Well, I mean, we can't really take credit for the original idea. That's something that we inherited from Colin Trevorrow and Derek Connolly, who had originally come up with this idea like 10 years ago or so, but they passed it on to us, and we were given the opportunity to write it into this screenplay. So as soon as we heard it, we were like, that just sounds like such a promising, fun, rich terrain. So we kind of leapt at the chance to roll with it, really.
And we Britished it up a little bit. I mean, it was helpful that we already knew Nick Mohammed. We know how brilliant he is. And it was easy to kind of write that kind of awkwardness in.
I suppose, that was part of the fun, was like taking a lot of the tropes of a more kind of American sort of police drama, but melding that with a kind of, hopefully, a bit of a British comedy sensibility. So that was always quite appealing to us.
One of the things I loved was I know so many of the locations, being a Londoner, being just around the corner from here. London's such a great place for that, because you can make a rom-com, you can make a sci-fi, you can do absolutely anything. But obviously we have the whole the East End gangster genre, and you absolutely tap into that to perfection. What was that like to write?
Well, listen, that's lovely to hear. And you're right, we're here in the Barbican where lots of Andor is filmed, and it looks like it's Star Wars. With the locations, we very selfishly, we have young children, so we decided to write all the locations to be as close to where we physically live.
Proximity to us, really.
Well, I think this needs to be filmed around the corner from the
nursery.
Around pickup time. Around pickup time, So it's very selfish, and this, no one found out. We got away with it.
And talking about being selfish, do you write yourself some lines, that you really, really wanted to say on camera?
Yeah, you'll notice that I have the first line of the film.
So Ben's really cooked the books on that one.
Really cooked the books.
But no, it was fun. Like, I think though the characters we play, there was a sort of genesis of them in the original concept. But as soon as we knew we were going to play them, we kind of
we did
beefed them up as much as possible.
Once our casting got signed off, we did a big draft.
And there's a lot of stuff that didn't make it into the final cut. So I'm hoping for a kind of extended, all of the improv stuff,
Beverly Dawes film,
all of the unusable stuff. Can get
unusable
used.
for good reason.
And also the casting that you have for your three main characters is perfection. I can't imagine anybody else doing it. What's it like now, looking back on it, seeing them bring your story to life?
Wow, it's surreal. It's utterly surreal. Just earlier today, actually, we were looking at the script again and going through the script, and I would read lines out and see if he could remember who it was who says each line, because we were so intimate with the script. So then when you see sort of people of this caliber doing it on set, we became kind of morons on set, really, didn't we? We were just gawping.
I think it's part of the fun of the casting is like such a kind of unlikely trio in a way, and that, I guess, is like definitely reflects the spirit of that core trio of characters. Like, they're three people from very different backgrounds brought together by this insane mission, and they become closer, and their friendship is like a sort of unlikely friendship is a central plank of the film. So I think the casting really nailed what we were hoped for in the chemistry of those characters.
But it's surreal when you write something like you're going deep cover, and then Sean Bean says it out loud.
Well, that was the day that he was we got, guys, Sean Bean's going to actually do this.
He's going to say the phrase.
We were like,
cover.
what? So he's going to say that bit. Because we'd always been like, and then Sean Bean will say this, but you just assumed that we probably wouldn't be able to get Sean Bean.
But he's really in the film.
But he is in it.
We're not going to touch on the controversial thing about how long Sean Bean survives in films. But anyway, just lastly, I think I laughed at a lot during this film, probably the most at the pizza night moment. So if you could pick one moment for people to watch, what would you be? I think,
have you seen that the pizza night's here? There's a pizza night around the corner. They've got pizzas, and they've done an incredible job. Favourite moment, I think for me it's when Hugh, played by Nick Mohammed, suddenly disappears into the river, into the canal in Camden. Because we only really could do that once, and we were all watching that shot, and when he goes in, there's something very therapeutic about it.
It's lovely, it's clean, because he goes in cleanly. It's like a 10 from the judges. It's like no splash.
It's just, gravity just kicks in.
I think my favourite bit is quite a boring answer, but just when the main trio first go into the newsagent for the very first bit of their mission. I think that's when things really click into place, and Nick's delivery of the all-important yes and moment is, in my opinion, is a delivery for the ages. So I'd pick that as my absolute favourite moment.
Well, thank you so much for speaking to us. It's been lovely to speak to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!